The field stretched for miles, endless rows of corn swaying in the autumn wind. But at night, something else moved between the stalks. Nathan had grown up around cornfields, helping his uncle run their old family farm. It was a lonely life, but peaceful, until the harvest season came. Every year, something happened in those fields. Cattle went missing, their remains found days later, stripped to the bone. Scarecrows were torn down, their wooden frames shattered. And always, the same warning was whispered by the elders in town. Never go into the fields after dark. Nathan never believed in old stories. Until he did. It started with the footprints. Long, deep tracks in the dirt, cutting between the rows of corn. Not human. Not animal. Something else. Nathan tried to dismiss it. Maybe just a drifter passing through. But when he followed the prints, they led to the center of the field, where the scarecrow should have been standing. It was gone. The next night, the dogs refused to go near the fields. They growled at the rows of corn, ears flat, tails tucked. Then Nathan heard it. A rustling, not from the wind, but from something moving with purpose. He shined his flashlight toward the noise. The stalks shifted unnaturally, parting as if something massive was passing through them. And then he saw it. A shape just beyond the rows. Tall. Watching. Nathan ran. He didn't look back. But the field did not stay behind him. No matter which direction he turned, the rows stretched on forever, twisting, closing in. His breath hitched. His flashlight flickered. The air grew thick, damp, hungry. Then, a whisper in the dark. You stayed too long. Cold fingers brushed the back of his neck. Nathan gasped and stumbled forward, but the ground beneath him wasn't dirt anymore. It was soft, shifting like something was breathing beneath the soil. The flashlight slipped from his grip. The bulb shattered. Darkness swallowed him whole. And in that void, something moved. He felt it before he saw it. A towering shadow looming over him, the sickly scent of rotting corn husks filling the air. A stitch-faced grin hovered just inches from his own, though the thing had no eyes. No eyes, but it was watching. Nathan tried to scream, but the whisper returned, this time inside his head. One must stay. His body locked up, muscles freezing in place as invisible hands gripped his arms, his legs. He felt himself being lifted, carried, not by something physical, but by the very field itself. The stalks bent and twisted, pulling him deeper, wrapping around him like roots reclaiming the earth. Days later, the farm was abandoned. The corn kept growing, and at the center of the field, a new scarecrow stood. It wore Nathan's clothes. Its grin stretched wide. Some places demand offerings. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, but never walk the fields at night.